Okay, welcome back to the fruits of my labour. I'll be loading this save file for reasons that I'll get into, but just bear with me on this, alright? So yeah, I've been doing some Googling, and I've discovered that there's no way for me to make a panacea at this point in the game, not reasonably anyway. So instead I'm going to have to track down something called a shmowder, something which is sold by the creepy small girls. And I have honestly seen a few times for sale throughout my playthrough and passed up on every time, and it turns out that was a very stupid move on my part because the things are basically gold dust. They are incredibly rare and incredibly... Shit, I just unequipped my knife. Incredibly useful. And they, if I can get 2 of them, I can save Murky and Notkin by the end of the day, which is my goal in all this. However, they require a lot of tradables. Would you fucking die? Jesus Christ, that took far too long. I require 10 items, fish hooks, various types of nuts. Oh fuck, a flower, that was beautiful. No, I want the flower. That was some hella good luck right there. Flowers and needles are the things we want to trade for these shmowders. So I've spent far too long this morning finding out where I can get the exact amount of needles and other such wonders that I need in order to complete my quest, which is, you know, cool. I haven't tested to see whether I'm actually going to be able to do it in the time allotted, but that's what we're doing now. We're going to try and optimize the run as much as possible in order to get all the needles, fish hooks, and flowers, because there's no way of getting nuts at the moment. So it's those 3 items that we're after. Women in general seem to have a relatively good chance of dropping flowers, so it's possible I might be able to shorten my time by getting lucky on drops. I'm basically just going to kill any unguarded women I see. I see why the knife men were doing it the entire time now. What the advantage to just murdering random women in the street was, it was because they were after shmowders, turns out. That was the true reward at the end of the day. As I say, I'm pretty mad at myself that I never bought a shmowder in the past. To be fair, I never really had the materials I needed when I found one, but that doesn't make it any less heinous that I've seen these super... Would you get stabbed? Fucking hell. I've seen these super rare items multiple times and... Give me the milk, thank you. And not taken the opportunity to grab them. You need to get fucked because you're going to try and stop me taking a fish hook in here. Oh fuck, you hit me twice. That's not good for the run, but... We'll keep going, we'll see how this works out. There's no point looting him. He will not have anything I need. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? I have time to wait for your death animation. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Quicker. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. That's everything in this third of town. On to the next, on to the next. So we're doing quite well so far, aside from those two punches we took to the face, but hopefully we'll be okay. We'll be okay to just accept that as a loss. Not a time loss, just a general whoops, I fucked up moment. I probably will need to rest at some point during the day as well. So whether we can fit that in around everything else is going to be also an interesting little experiment. The next needle, I believe, is at some bins at the end of this path. I'm hoping. I've not like made notes or anything of this. It's all just committed to memory. So I'm hoping I'm remembering all of them accurately. Only one way to find out, right? One of these 2. Not that one. You. Beautiful. Okay. About face, we want to head to the theatre now, or near it anyway. I don't know if it's quicker going that way. I'm not gonna start experimenting with my route. I know where I need to be. Let's not fuck around too much. I think I can probably get away with taking a left here, though. And then we want to go up the stairs when we see him. You have no idea how much time I've invested into this. As I say, for a game that I've spent countless hours at this point complaining about, I am doing my fucking damnedest. Why am I in combat? Can you fuck off? Can you actually fuck off, whoever is trying to kill me right now? I don't have time for this. Thank you. Day 12, in which it finally becomes apparent what it was all about. God, I hope so. What? Wait, were these not the bins? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. I was certain. Oh, it's there. It's there. We're too high up. Need to go south a bit more. Wrong bins. That's fine. That's fine. We're heading in the right direction anyway, so. Here? Oh, fuck. Is it all the way down there? Might be all the way down there. It's on one of these corners, round the side of a building like that. I was certain it was the one by the theatre, but it appears to not be the case. Oh, I don't think I ever looted this one. Bonus! Bonus, we'll take that. Yeah, it's a shame this courtyardy bit, just to my right now, which has like 1 billion bins in it, none of them had anything. None of them had a single item worth taking. It was just all water bottles. Water bottles all the way down, maybe a couple of broken watches. Should be this corner then, I think. No? I mean, we just got an extra needle, so maybe I shouldn't be overly concerned about this, but it's kind of annoying me because I definitely found one in a corner around here somewhere. Fuck it. On to the next one, I suppose. We'll accept the loss there. That's gonna bug the hell out of me where that was, though. I don't know specifically where this next one is either. It's somewhere near the barracks, near the town hall. Like here-ish. Here? Beautiful. Okay, next we need to cross over again. Ideally would have crossed at the top, but this is fine. We'll just take this lower bridge. I think we've got plenty of time. I don't think we're likely to hit the deadline necessarily. It's just whether I can not die in the process, I suppose, is the more pressing issue, which is odd because I have so much food right now, but suddenly food isn't my issue anymore. Food is on the back burner. Infection is climbing, and on top of that, exhaustion is climbing, neither of which are great. It's not these bins. These bins tempt me every time, but it's not these ones. It's way further north than this. How am I doing on items? I need to check. I need to make sure I'm on track. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need 2 more. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're on track. Oh shit, I've got a nut as well. I have a nut, so I actually need to... Yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Is it this bin? Nope, still further north. Ignore this bin. This bin is useless. It is a red herring. A mere distraction. In fact, I think I want to go this way. Nope. Okay, that was a waste of time. Fun story though. I did try experimenting with some fucking insane shit. I actually bought a shmowder in one of my test runs and cured the pub owner with it instead of either of my charges, because apparently I read that he can sell flowers and something else, books possibly, some of the items I needed. So I actually went down that entire route of curing the wrong person to see if he would sell me what I needed, and turned out he didn't. So it was a worthwhile experiment though, for sure. What? I was not expecting them to both have needles. Things are a little bit different. I mean, it's working out for me, but it seems some of the items have moved, which means I'm suddenly a lot less confident in my game plan here. Not completely unconfident, but less so, you know? Probably worth checking random bins then, as I come past them, just in case, you know? Just in case. Where do I need to be? Around here. Checking random bins. Cool stuff, not what I was looking for though. Need to cut through. Where's this cut through? You go down here and then... There it is, okay, cool. Yep, this is familiar ground, cool. So there should be a needle in a bin just round this corner. And then we want to break into that far back right house, I believe. Well, there wasn't, but it's fine because we got an extra one anyway. We should save in a new slot here, because things, as I say, are not quite going to plan. So it's entirely possible this house won't have the remaining items I need in it. Or the little girl. It's entirely possible one or both of those things could be true. Nothing on the bottom floor from what I recall. We need to loot this floor, so we need to get rid of this fucker. Why am I looting him? Whoa, fuck! Steady on, lad! Wasn't expecting you to get involved. Okay, should be... Yep, one fish hook, and there should be a second one. Is it in here? Yes, okay. Okay, so, quick check. 6, 7, 19, and then we've got a nut for 20. Cool, brilliant, ace, epic. Hopefully we can go upstairs and find the little girl now. Should be up here somewhere, and hopefully not mad at me. She's mad at me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can just reset. Right, now comes the real fun part. Repeatedly reloading this environment until the damn child sells me shmowder. Hello. Nope. Okay, next. Obviously, if this ends up taking too long, then I'll have to load and redo the building again. But I think, he says, perhaps way too optimistically, I think we're okay on time. There was another house that had 2 of this girl in that would have been absolutely ace to be the one I broke into, but it had no hooks or needles or flowers or anything in it. And I think there may have been one woman spawn, but it wasn't enough, you know. I needed more access to tradables, so this had to be the house. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Come on. Nope. Let me down the stairs. I think there was a bandage in this house as well. I can't remember where it was. I might have to... If I find myself struggling too much, I might have to have a quick route around in the house to see if we can find that. Oh, come on. In my tests, it was about 1 in 4, 1 in 5, something like that, chance for her to sell it. I was hoping I'd strike lucky. I'm fairly certain she only sells 1 at a time as well, so even once I found 1, I'm then going to have to reset until I can get a second one. So, very fun. Very fun gameplay, I know. Nope. And then we've still got to get to Murky and Notkin. Thankfully, they are both quite near each other. They're both around the train yard, so... if we can get to one, we can get to both. And, you know, since this is literally just luck-based at this point, I can just reload this and take another swing at getting it on an appropriate amount of time, you know. In fact, this is, you know, I know I was only saying in the last video that I like to keep all the content in, but this is probably going to take a while, so I might, like, I'll leave it in, but fast forward through this, so enjoy that, I guess.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. The first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot them. The thing is, okay, he was right.
There we go, finally. Okay, that's the first one. You know when I said earlier that oh yeah, it seems to be about a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 chance. Yeah, that was chronically not the case. Wait, does she? Oh, can I just buy 2? Or do I not have? Wait, I don't think I have space for it. Hang on, hang on. Let's not do something stupid here. Let's get rid of these. Yo. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. That's 1. That's 1 anyway. We're halfway there. Back downstairs. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, going back downstairs. Can't believe this is how I'm choosing to spend my very limited time on this earth. Oh well. Back to it.
And then I started seeing it everywhere I looked. Everywhere I looked, all these fucking pricks. Everywhere I looked, doing the exact same fucking thing. Over and over and over and over and over again. Thinking this time is gonna be different. No, 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 please. This time is gonna be different. I'm sorry. I don't like the way you are looking at me. Okay? You have a fucking problem in your head. Do you think I'm bullshitting you? Do you think I'm lying? Fuck you! Okay? Fuck you. It's okay, man. I'm gonna chill, man. I'm gonna chill. The thing is, alright? The thing is, I killed you once already. And it's not like I am fucking crazy. It's okay. It's like water under the bridge. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Oh, Jesus.
Ah, thank fuck. I didn't think this was ever coming. I was starting to think that each child would only ever sell you one. But there we go. There we go, right? Two shmowders. Okay, fucking finally. You know, that took so goddamn long that I am now going to have to go get myself some lunch and walk the dog before I can continue. So I'll be back in just a blink of an eye. Good blink you did there. Strong eyelid movement. I'm very impressed. I've definitely got my two shmowders, yeah. I just wanted to be extra 100% 9,000 degrees certain on that one before we wandered off and then got to into a situation where suddenly I didn't have what I needed or whatever, you know. Gotta be careful of these things. So we just need to go to see Naughty Boy and Murky Boy, right? Those are the only two. What was the fucking button? There it is. And they live in the weird militarized militia child compound and the train station respectively. So yeah, we can go there. We can go there, no problem. What happens next is another matter entirely. I guess I head back over to the plague doctor dude by the church and see if he has anything to say now that I've saved everyone. Do I need to cure my infection while I'm here? Would that be sensible, do you think? My health is quite low. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock on day 12. We have until 7 PM. I think we have enough time to go look into the infection cleaning first, real quick, like. Real quick. And then I've got food. Obviously I can sleep at any point, so exhaustion isn't going to be an issue. The only real problem then is the possibility that my health might just gradually decline, just like as a result of all three of those things combined to a lesser degree. You know, even if they're all really low, they might still be ticking away my health a little bit, and eventually that's going to end badly for me. So really all we can do is pray. I mean, I do have some Meridorm, I believe, or morphine or something. But all I can realistically do is pray at this point that I can make it to the end of the day, because if I can't make it to the end of the day after all of this, if all of this turns out to have not been worth it, then I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I might just give up on playing video games forever, you know. Just go become a hermit. Lives in the woods. Eschews technology. I think I could pull off the Amish look quite nicely, actually. I'm quite good at growing the chin beard. I don't get a lot of facial hair on my cheeks, and my moustache is sort of there-ish. But the chin beard I can do. I can do one of them. Do a proper chin strap, an Amish chin strap. That's not a problem. And then I just gotta like get me some oldie-timey clothes and build a barn or whatever it is they do, you know? How hard can it be? What is like the extent of anti-modernity in the Amish community? Like, if they're visually impaired, can they wear glasses? Or is that like too futuristic for them? Is it like just electricity that they're against? Is there like a specific period in time that they have to commit their lives to, or is it just like no electricity or, you know, digital shit? I always forget, is it 2 blacks and a brown? I think it's 2 blacks and a brown, right? I think it's 2 blacks and a brown because black is rarer and I always end up with excessive amount of brown left over. Not that one. 2 black, 1 brown. Okay. I feel like I've not been hearing much music in my I've been mixing the wrong herb. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. We still made some shit, I just assume it's worse shit. I always forget, is it corrupted organs or normal organs we need? It's the corrupted ones, right? The plagued ones. So I can safely get rid of all of my hearts. Whatever that was can go in there as well, and all of my livers. Is there like, can I shift click, control click, anything? Do anything to deposit all of these at once? No? Right click? No. I can left and right click to speed it up a bit. There we go. Give me some stinky organs. Thank you. Right, one of them. One of them, mix, take. One of them, mix, take. One of them. One of them. Wait, no, not one of them. One of them, mix, take. One of them, mix, and take. I'm not gonna need that many, but whatever, you know. Right. Yeah, those ones were kind of bad. These ones, less kind of bad. I'll drink both of them, get my infection fairly low. I know my health is a little bit fucked now. How's me hunger? We could eat. There we go. Hunger dealt with. Just the exhaustion now then. Could have slept there, but I think we'll go see Knockin and Murky for... Actually, no, fuck it. Fuck it. Might as well get myself into a good spot, right? I've got plenty of time. There's no major rush to go see Knockin and Murky, so... I have... 2 Meridorm. Fuck it, let's take them both. We're not going to need any more at this point, are we? We don't need to save them for anything. And sleep for just 3 hours for now? Maybe 1 more hour. 1 more hour. Okay. Health, good. Hunger, good. Exhaustion, good. Infection, good. Immunity, it's not flagging up at least. We'll save after that, honestly. We'll save. I know that ate into some of our time, but honestly, eating into time at this point isn't a bad thing because we have very few things left that we need to do. We'll get them done, hopefully, he says, famous last words, but we'll get them done, no problem. And then, we'll be ready to finish the game, I suppose. I guess. I suppose. Right? Right. All I really have to do now is avoid getting shot. But that's a lot easier to do at the moment. The big men with the big guns are largely keeping to themselves. I mean, yeah, he's pointing a gun at me. I see him doing it, but unless I get all up in his face, I don't think he's actually going to pull the trigger. This guy's got his own safety to consider at this point, right? He's made it this far. Why would he throw all that away just hours before he gets to pull out and go home to his wife and kids, you know? Can they be helped? Alright, wait, what? I have shmowder though. Oh, okay, I had to talk to him once. I have a box of the children's shmowder, it could help. Give it to him. Yo, Notkin! Notkin! With your weird, romantic purple lighting. What's up, dude?
Where's my cat again? I hope he doesn't escape.
So we'll have to fight for power in a couple years, you and I, right? I wonder how that'll go. You'll be old already, though. Are you already thinking about ousting me from power? Ain't you a quick lad? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Khan is the only one I'm really after. Oh, that's the guy I'll need to meet head on. Khan will grow to inspire true terror. Has he already abandoned the ways of his family? Who could have thought? Nina's son switching faith. What does he believe in now, by the way? I don't know. Ask Capella. She's apparently going to be his wife. Weird arranged marriages between children. But is it less weird when the children arrange the marriage themselves? Is that less weird? I would say that's less weird. I mean, it's still creepy just thinking about, like, any sort of romantic intimacy between kids. So I'm going to stop that train of thought right now. But, yeah, I think it's less weird because they've sort of arranged for her to be in a miserable marriage for the rest of her life in order to help the people of the town. The fact that she's the one arranging that rather than her parents, that feels a bit less gross somehow. On a scale of like not gross to really gross, it's like, you know, 2/3 along. This person is sick. They've performed your task. I've been put here to prevent anyone from getting inside. Can they be helped? Even being one of the band, they're just an ordinary person. Alright, I'll try and think of something. How about this shmowder? Boom. Boom. Pure list. Unfiltered list. How do I get in here? I've only spoken to Murky the once, and that was the time that that Clara was hanging out with him. With her? With them? I don't know, I can't remember the gender at this point. Is it like up here? Yeah, there we go. Did it. Hey, Murky.
And my path was called Feed the Doll. I also wanted to be with Mom and Dad.
Oh yeah, they're an orphan, I remember how that went down. Will you stay with us? What for? A lot of things will change. I will actually stop living here. I'll have my own house. Oh, it's high time. Oh, I was kind of hoping she'd elaborate on that a bit more, but whatever. I don't care. I kept them all alive. I did my duty. God damn, it was not easy, but I did my goddamn duty. And now we can rest easy knowing that hopefully all we have to do is wait now. I think I got a few letters, to be fair. Things to read. Letters from the Bachelor and Clara. This is to remind you that the Inquisitor has deceived you in regard to the Uderg, which is none other than Simon Kane, the last patient your father ever had. I am well prepared to explain the situation to Block, although as of now I have no such possibility because of the mutiny. The logic behind the whole affair is straightforward. If we destroy the town, the Inquisitor dies. If the Inquisitor dies, the polyhedron will be saved. Oh, they're saying that in order to sacrifice the Inquisitor to... No, I don't think he's talking about the sacrifice at this point. He's just saying the Inquisitor wants to destroy the polyhedron. He needs to defend it. Fair enough, never mind. I'll abandon that train of thought. Every fibre of the woman's being is dedicated to one purpose, eliminating the polyhedron. She would not hesitate to die if this would lead to the destruction of the tower. No one can vouch for its safety while she is alive. Do you think you can really vouch for its safety when the entire area is being shelled by a giant cannon, Mr. Bachelor? If the polyhedron remains intact, Simon's existence would likewise be protected, and the supreme creature your father spoke of will be formed. You will fulfill your father's dying request, and doing so will resolve the whole situation. I hope you may see that my logic makes sense even if my presentation is muddled. D. What's his first name? It's Dankowski, isn't it? I can't remember. Is it just like Daniel or Daniel or something? Please find an opportunity to see me if you require further proof of my correctness. And Clara, if you're interested in pairs, oppositions, and other meaningful similarities, allow me to remind you of something. The first pair should read as follows: if the Udirg your father spoke of is the town, then the polyhedron is your sacrifice. There's no other way, since the two are correspondent to one another. Crush the polyhedron, rivers of blood will flow. The underground ichor, could be either, emerging from the hollow rod on which the tower stood. The second pair remains. If Aglaya is your sacrifice, then Simon is your Udirg. In this case, you have no other choice but to protect the polyhedron. I'm staying in the left wing of the termitary. Come and see me if you please. My plan is the only one that is feasible. Nothing will have to die. Alright, Clara. The termitary, eh? We've got a few hours. Quick detour, I think. A quick detour is in order. To go see our good buddy Clara. So yeah, I guess it comes down to how we want to read this. Either we sacrifice the polyhedron and I guess the kids within it, I guess. And whatever they were going on about having Simon's spirit, was it Simon's spirit that was being put inside the polyhedron? All of that goes and the town is saved. Or the Inquisitor goes and the polyhedron is saved, but the town goes with the Inquisitor. So it's like town versus polyhedron is basically what we want to boil this down to. And honestly, I know the town's pretty fucking empty as of now, but there's still people alive. You know, we broke into several buildings today. We've spoken to some creepy children and everything. There's something to be saved here. Whereas the polyhedron is like a weird, like spiritual, artistic project that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me as a human being playing this video game. Although, you know, if we were to perhaps roleplay as Artemi Barak, he might be slightly more willing to believe that sort of thing as a sort of spiritualist man himself. A shamanistic man almost. As I say, my sort of practical take on it is the polyhedron is just a thing, right? It's just there, stapled on the edge of the town. If we can get rid of that and save the town, then that sounds like a pretty good option to me, realistically. But I guess we'll see what Clara... We've gone the wrong fucking way here, haven't we? I guess we'll see what Clara's input on the whole situation is, because she's been like a weird font of knowledge, of inexplicable knowledge this entire time, so... Who knows? She might have something helpful to add. Maybe. As long as we can get there in time. I don't know what happens if we don't make it to the meeting. The meeting's at 7, I believe. 1900 hours. I don't know if we'll just be teleported to the meeting at that time, or if we actually have to make it there, or else sort of our pitch isn't heard. Whatever our pitch is going to be. As I say, so far I'm definitely going to be pushing for removing the polyhedron, I guess, of those two options, although I don't really get why we'd want that to happen, realistically. Because only a short time ago we were talking about how the polyhedron occasionally presents blood from the earth, which could potentially be used in creating panaceas to save the town, right? So surely, ideally, both will live in harmony. We'll keep the polyhedron and use the blood that it provides to create panaceas. She said the left side, so I'm assuming that's this one. Ah, yeah, hello.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Me more than you, mate. See how everything turns out? Who could have thought? You have to sacrifice something, either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens wants to destroy the wondrous tower, while the other seeks to raise as much as possible, just to make sure. Do you have a different solution? I could arrange it so that everything stays the way it used to if I could get into the cathedral and look the Inquisitor in the eye, but I can't. I have to care for my confidence. They have put their faith in me already, you see. I can't abandon them now. Oh, okay. Interesting. All of them are listed in the letter that I sent you several days ago, and they're easily recognizable. The persecuted, the outcast, the villains, the criminals, those whose only shelter is me, the new mistress. Okay, that's actually interesting. We found out, was it yesterday or was that also today? I can't actually remember at this point. We found out at some point that we could save Dankovsky's buds so that he can then push his agenda at the cathedral, or we can save Clara's so that she can push her agenda. And her agenda honestly sounds like it's probably the best one, just because in the past she has been weirdly knowledgeable about everything. She's clearly got some like weird god energy going on. Clearly at the very least she's, you know, one of these mistresses or whatever who knows a lot about the future and gets glimpses of how to solve issues and all that business. So, in an ideal world, I would go and save all of Clara's bound, bring her along to the cathedral and have her give her pitch. But the chances of me getting enough shmowder to do that at this point, especially after just investing every ounce of my everything into getting the remaining 2 to save my own bound, is basically 0, I think. I think that's just not going to happen. So instead, we will just go to the cathedral ourselves, I guess. See what Barak's brilliant plan to save the world is. I'm assuming it's going to be sacrifice the polyhedron to save the town, which is something I'm completely on board with. It seems sort of like that's Barak's stance. Dankovsky's is to sacrifice the town to save the polyhedron, and Clara's is going to be some like enlightened third choice that we don't really know anything about until we actually get there, but we're not going to get there. Maybe when we do her playthrough eventually. Yeah, on that, since Pathologic 2 doesn't apparently have, it's not finished, basically. It only has Dankovsky's story, so you can't play through Barak or Clara's campaigns in Pathologic 2. If I want to see the end of either or both of their stories, I'm going to have to do it in this one. Which I'm not wild about, honestly. I feel like I've suffered enough with Pathologic to a degree, but part of me is just eternally intrigued. So I think what's probably going to happen is once I finish up here, maybe today, maybe the next video, I feel like it's very, very soon though. Once we're done with Barak's campaign, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break from Pathologic. I'm going to play something else on the channel for a bit. And then we'll see how I feel. I kind of want to do the other 2 campaigns. I do. I might just do them in my own time. But yeah, I think maybe after I've just taken a step back from this game for a bit, enjoyed something else, sort of had a palate cleanser, refreshed my brain for a second. You know what? While we're here, no, we'll talk to him first, just in case we need to do that before anything else. I'm kind of intrigued to see if there's anything going on in the polyhedron today, though. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Talk to this guy first. You're too early. The Queen's deciding upon the fate of the remains of the wretched town at 7 o'clock. As for now, the cathedral is closed. I want to speak to Aglaya Lilik. She is undoubtedly equally eager to see you, but you will meet her at 7 o'clock and not a minute earlier. New powers can come into play now. the powers that even a government inquisitor cannot oppose. We are only doing their bidding. What powers? You'll find that out if every person whose life has been in your hands for the last 12 days has a chance to say a word before the council. They'll all be fine by evening, unless they suddenly catch the plague now, which seems unlikely considering the plague seems to have pissed off, honestly. What was I saying? I got sidetracked there. Yeah, gonna take a pathologic break for a few weeks, play something else, and then, yeah, I'll probably end up diving back into this again a little ways down the line. It would have been real nice if I could have done the other 2 campaigns in Pathologic too, just so I could, you know, have the quality of life improvements and sort of compare and contrast the 2. That would have been cool. But I think I can, I don't know, maybe I'm being overly confident in my own abilities here, but I think I should have a much easier time of doing the other 2 campaigns. I don't know, maybe Clara's is harder because it's like the final campaign, but Dankovsky's at least is going to be like similar difficulty to this, I would assume, and I think if I was to take another run at this campaign, like now, I could get through it in half as many episodes with half as much stress and half as much trauma. So, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe, yeah. Possibly. I'm not making any promises, but it will be cool. It will be a cool thing. Nothing here, huh? Everyone's left. Alright, okay. I wanted to get back in and speak to Khan again, to be honest. I want to know what his whole deal is. But 'twas not to be, that's fine. So now we just kill time, I suppose, don't we? What time are we on? That's the wrong button. 4:30. Did we just sleep? Did we just sleep and come back in like 2 hours? Let's go sleep for 2 hours. Because that'll be the end, right? Part of me was like, I might just wrap up here and see the end next video, but I think we're basically there. We're basically there, so I might as well just time skip to the end and see what happens. I really hope I don't have to do something like go around and speak to all of my bound today or something to encourage them to come to the cathedral. But I spoke to both Notkin and Murky and there was no sort of clear option to get them to do that, right? They just had normal sort of things to say. So I'm assuming that's not anything. Can't sleep there, can't sleep there. We can sleep in this middle building though. The lady with the iron constitution in here avoided the plague like I avoided her. I spoke to her once. I guess 2 hours, I guess. Gives us 10 minutes to just run around the corner. Just got another note, apparently. Another letter. What does it say? Aglaya's letter. Our fate will be decided today. There are so many things I want to tell you, but would never dare to utter. I'd rather not write you at all than influence your decision. The only thing I'm fully convinced of is that your father's inheritance denoted. I expected it to say donated, so I read it right, and then my brain was like, that can't be right. Denoted by the sign of the Udirg is this town itself, the settlement made of 3 parts, earth, the knots, and the stoneyard. Everything else I would expect you to know already. We won't see each other before the council. This is just how it has to be. Whatever you choose, I will understand it. Artemi Barak. If what I am told is right, you must be the only physician of some moral integrity in this town. You're the only one to have avoided any dealings with the wretched Inquisitor. That's not true. In fact, a fact all the more confirmed by her trying to give me the opposite impression. I'm somewhat confused. What? I am somewhat confused, so I believe the best I can do is to go with your decision, whatever that is. The proceedings are to begin at 7 in the cathedral. Before 6:30, you may find me in the town hall. Alexander Block. Well, I'm not going to find him in the town hall now because it's gone 6:30. 7 is just round the corner. Might even be 7 already. We've got 8 minutes. 8 minutes until the end of all things. Hey, I know I'm 8 minutes early, but can I just like come in and sit in the waiting room or something? Do I really have to stand outside until the last second? Alright. I'm now only 3 minutes early. I'm now only 2 minutes early. Any second now, pal. Any second now. Come, Harrispex, the Assembly is awaiting your decision. The queens of this chessboard are in a deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. You are a pawn that's become a queen. Finish the endgame. Let me through. Should have saved before this really, but whatever. Fuck it. Oh. She made the Arthur fist. Capella. Block. Aglaia. Nice to see you all here today. I'm sure we all have very strong opinions and very important points to get across, but allow me to speak to each of you individually first. Aglaia.
I haven't slept for 3 nights in a row. I don't think I'll manage another one.
That's nice. So you're the one to make the choice. Yours shall be the mouth to utter my words now. My lips are sealed. Were you really lying to me? I never told you the whole truth. Is that a lie? Yes. I kept from you my desire to crush the evil tower. But you could say I had no obligation to reveal that. You didn't tell me you were the sacrifice the king expected. See? You found out everything all by yourself. I never resisted you. Trust me, all I had to do was keep you in the dark, was endeavour to do so. Imagine, you make your sacrifice, and at first you don't even notice that the butchers never accepted your offering to the earth. And then, one day you do, and I'm far away by then. I believe you. Block.
We're being manipulated.
So, Barak the Healer, your father used to be the leader of the local caste community, which is important to me. It was never greed, nor plotting, nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I've been given orders to level everything here, but if that's not necessary, I'm willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honour, for I am merciful. Where shall I point the weapon? I'm not ready to make a choice just yet. As wise, you have neither a second chance or a replay option. I advise caution. I'll keep it in mind. An odd thing to say.
What?
So the people I have told you about are alive and well, are they not? Yes, they are.
Father.
Why do you think my victory is impossible without them? You wanted to protect the town, didn't you? But the Udurg is a living being. It's a body that contains the world. And do you really think that the world can exist without activity inside? Who's going to govern it? Who will paint it different colours, tints and shades? I will distribute these roles among the children when they come of age. Tell me what the children I've saved are going to do until then. The Mother Superior will start managing the kin right away. You don't really understand their day-to-day life, do you? You can rule and guide knowledge if will be the power of Malachite and Black. Go on. Notkin will be a scout exploring the steppe for now. He will also keep an eye on the warehouses and the station. We will have to start communicating with the big world soon. Red gold will be his colour. A good choice. You cannot even begin to imagine how good it is. But how will he deal with the thieves? You don't really think that I, Victoria Oglimskaya, the White Mistress, will not be able to restore order? You're mistaken. Sorry, I had no doubts about that. Murky will look after the street improvements. The town must look pretty. I will also assign her to be in charge of the water supply and the sewage. She will become the Lilac Mistress. Very nice. Sticky will be in charge of commerce. He'll be the chief merchant, controlling all shops in town and making sure everything is had by everyone they need. Yep, I fucked that up. He will become a ruler later, just like all the other boys you've saved. His power will be of amber colour. Right. Grace will keep doing her job. She'll bury the dead. They have a whole realm of their own, you know, and they need a caring hand too. She will be a beige mistress. The most valuable aspect of this colour is the subtle shade of dawn, a little nuance of pink and lemon. And he'll be the head of all this. We'll enter a marriage with Khan. This will put an end to the enmity and the disagreements of our families. We will restore the harmony of ruling. I will become a mistress and I will do what my mother used to. Khan, with his army of dogheads, will rule the town. I'll make him white, as I am. A little bit racist, but okay. So that's what the town is going to be like now. Anything else to add?
My path was my namesake.
How about you? Anything else?
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
I'm confused. What should I do? It's not my place to advise you. Any word I say will be considered an action. I want you to be free. You're the only one here who is stronger than me. What about the commander? He is my equal, and I become stronger before him, but before you I weaken. Right. Well, my opinion hasn't changed. It's going to be very hard, you know, to marry Khan after I blow the ever-living shit out of him. But I don't think I've got any other choice.
We need to go back to the front.
You only have to destroy the polyhedron to put an end to the disease spreading. There's no point in raising the whole town. So there's a certain deposit beneath the town that would allow you to make enough panacea. Rumour has it it's blood. Indeed. How do you prove that this choice is sensible? Here are my arguments. The panacea, the evidence of an underground blood deposit that feeds the town, my rightful and supported claim to take this blood. I've seen a report claiming that the Kim will not let you have the blood unless you kill the Inquisitor. Is that true? It is. How are you going to kill her? If the town is destroyed, that spells her doom as well. I could have killed her by giving the Bachelor the right to decide. I know what he would have done. So what? You don't want to do this? No, I would have told you if I did. So you've lost. No, I haven't. There's another way we can procure the blood. Tear the tower down. True, that's what I've been told. Victoria Oglimskaya, styled the White Mistress despite her young age, confirms that you're quite capable of accomplishing this goal. The people you have saved support your claim. Act then. The cannons will rumble at 10 to 12. Evacuate the children. From there, by 10. It will be taken care of. Aglaya will give the orders. This is my choice. Oh. There's more. There's more. We're playing this out. I don't care how long this video is. I want to see the end today. We're gonna see the end today. I have to evacuate the children from here. So, turns out we're going up the polyhedron after all. What a twist of fate that is. Kinda wish I hadn't wasted all that time coming up here earlier now. I assume that's what he meant when he said evacuate the children from there. He didn't mean like all of the bound need to be evacuated from town, because the town's not getting shelled anymore, right? So he just means he needs this clearing out. Thing is, when I came up here earlier, it didn't look like there was anyone here anymore. The dog heads had all disappeared. But then I wasn't inside, was I? I didn't use my magical teleporting powers to get inside the massive structure and speak to Kane and his... Khan Kane is his full name, I believe, right? But, yeah. Here we are. Do I just... I mean... Did I misunderstand? Um... Hmm. Do I not have to get the kids out then? I'm sure he specifically told me to do that. Did he not? Do I just go back into the cathedral and speak to them again? Was there more? Was there more to do in there? Do I just leave town now? What? I wasn't expected to be so thoroughly stumped by the final steps of this little chain. Honestly, I expected to go into the cathedral and just have a cutscene. I really didn't even expect as much as we got. I don't have to, like, interact here or something, do I? Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I've now been up the polyhedron twice in one day, though. Good workout, good cardio, you know, going up all those steps. Has the plague doctor gone? He was here when I left. The fuck? You hearing that? Uh-oh. Ooh. What do I do now? Do I just go to the cannon? I feel like I've misunderstood something here. Which honestly isn't a first in this game. Misunderstanding something here has been kind of my default position for most of this playthrough, honestly, but... Block definitely told me to evacuate the children from the polyhedron. And as I say, I'm certain when I left the cathedral, there was a plague doctor stood outside it. Then I went up the polyhedron, I came back down, and there was no longer a plague doctor. And I don't know what that means. Why would he disappear? And the building locked behind me, so there was definitely no going back in and making any more decisions. So... what? Interesting. It's the cow. It's Bodo. It was the fetus in the sky before. Are you still going to be like trying to kill me, bud? Are we still not friends? Guess we're friends. Excuse me, pals, just coming. You know what? Change of plan. We will go one more video. Seems like there's still a mystery to be worked out, and now we're going to have to load back in the past a little bit anyway, so fuck it. Next time, I guess. Next time.